So recently I started playing a game that I planned to only check out for just a few minutes or so, and then I ended up playing it for about 3 hours. This is a game called Sword of the Sea. This incredibly beautiful game was brought to us by the same people who brought us Abzu, The Pathless, and Journey. And Sword of the Sea sort of matches that vibe, as it can be a more relaxed experience. There's not a lot of pressure on you, but at the same time, you are actually trying to do something impressive. In this game, you play as the Wraith, and your goal in this game is to bring water and life back to this desolate desert area, at least at the beginning anyway. And your main vehicle of transportation is actually something called the Hover Sword, which has some of the most fluid movement I've ever experienced in a game. And it only gets better once you unlock the ability to do trick, now mostly for your own amusement, but there are some areas where you have a limited amount of time to score as many points as possible. And you'll find these areas throughout all of the biomes that you explore. But the main thing that you're doing is solving some relatively simple puzzles that are throughout these biomes. And what happens next is, I think, the most amazing thing is you are going through these very desolate areas and you unlock more and more of the water, the life, the nature that resides within it. And you will turn these desolate areas to almost another version of like an ocean. And it's not only water that comes rushing back to these areas, it's also like the sea life. I mean, one minute you're going through an area where it's just nothing but sandy dunes, and the next minute there's like a giant sea turtle amongst large waves of rushing water as the area becomes more sea-like. Unfortunately, though, the game is rather short. I think coming in around 5 or 6 hours, depending on how much you explore and how much you want to unlock. But the nice thing is, if you are a PlayStation Plus member, you can actually just play it for free. Unfortunately, if you don't have a PlayStation or a PC that can handle it, you may have to wait for this game for a while, as the developers have said they have no plans of bringing it to any other console. And this is one of those cases where, unfortunately, I happen to agree with them, because if a console cannot handle the performance that this game requires, along with the beauty that is in every aspect of the game, then I think you just have to leave it at that, because this is not a game that I would want to degrade. I mean, honestly, if the visuals weren't there, if the performance wasn't there, this game wouldn't be that great, because those are the two main things. Unfortunately, it would require quite a bit out of a lot of hardware. So, I don't know. We can cross our fingers and hope that they're able to port it over, but who knows how long that might take. But if you are a PlayStation Plus member, definitely check it out. This is one of those games that you don't want to miss out on. But that's just my thoughts on Sword of Sea. Just kind of wanted to drop by, do a real quick review of it. There's not much more to the game than that, or at least anything I'd want to go into. There is a story, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody. That it is incredibly addictive, beautiful, and just a lot of fun. But yeah, if you have the ability, do check it out. It's well worth your time. But let me know what you guys are playing down below, or what you're excited about. Anything and everything. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.